Hi everyone. In today's video, I'll be looking at the different CeFi platforms which are there where you can earn interest on your crypto. We know that for the last couple of months, the buzz has been around the different DeFi projects which had got launched and the crazy rate of returns they were offering. But most of them have now fizzled down, and the unbelievable returns which SushiSwap was offering, now it has calmed down to much more normal levels. And most of the common DeFi platforms like Compound or MakerDAO, Aave, DXDY, their rate of return is much lower compared to most of the CeFi or centralized finance platform. So today, uh, considering a long-term perspective, that suppose you want to invest your crypto, which is sitting idle for a year or more than that into the platforms. So I would share with you my views about what are the good CeFi platforms there are and why I recently decided to try out Celsius. I had been avoiding it for some time, but finally I decided to give it a shot, and why I think it might uh, grow much faster than most of its competitors. So, as if you're already familiar with Celsius, you might be aware that it offers rates which are much higher than the other platforms which are out there. So, their main tagline is earn more with your crypto. And if you look at the standard rates they have, the first thing you'll notice is that they offer two different tiers for rewards. One is in kind, which is if you want to receive the return in the same currency which you are investing, and the other is if you prefer to be paid out in their native token, which is called CEL. And here you can see that there is a clear difference that you will get a much higher return if you select Celsius as the mode of payment. And one thing which will be noticeable when you join this platform is that on stable coins, which is normally the currency where you can expect the highest rate of return, they offer a standard 10.51%, and if you select sell, it will be close to 14% rate of return. And the two tokens where they're paying the highest rate of return is Synthetics and Matic, where it's more than 21%. And it's for most of the stable currencies, they have maintained the same rates, which is a fixed rate of 10.51. And if you prefer sell, it'll be close to 14%. And another thing you'll notice on the platform is the wide range of coins which they support, and even a lot of new projects they have included. So this is something which gives Celsius a clear advantage over its competitors. I think the closest competitor Celsius has is Nexo, and I have been using Nexo for a long time now, and I did not see any issues as such with Nexo because it has a very user-friendly interface, and its rate, while not as good as Celsius, but they are quite competitive. Because, for example, they offer a 10% rate of return on stablecoins, which is quite good if you want a fixed rate of return for a long term. And they, I think, considering the competition they were facing from Celsius, recently they have introduced an option where you can earn your interest in Nexo. Because earlier they had a model that you will only receive the interest in the currency which you're supplying, and Nexo, which is their native token, which was only given out as dividends in a fixed period of time. So I think they're trying to catch up with Celsius here, but still in terms of the rate of return they are still a bit short, because here you can see the rate of return goes up by 2%, which is fixed across all the currencies, but it still is a bit lower than Celsius. So in terms of absolute comparison between the rate of returns, it still doesn't match up. And here uh, another popular CeFi platform which many people use is BlockFi. But so far, I have not tried it out because when compared to Celsius and Nexo, I don't think its rate of return is very competitive. Some people use it for Bitcoin because there it's still the rate is still decent. It's because it offers around 6%, which is comparable to other platform. But if I do a apple to apple comparison between, say, if I select a stable coin like Tether and I select the investment period of 1 year, I can see that their rate of return is not even 7%. So I think in this comparison, I think BlockFi would have a very difficult time competing with Nexo and Celsius, and especially in attracting the new users, because for most of the people, the rate of return would be the main deciding factor, and such a big gap between BlockFi and its competitors would definitely be a big disadvantage for them. And I had been noticing that Celsius seems to be growing at a much faster rate compared to the other CeFi competitors, and this is also evident in demand for its native token because to take advantage of the higher rate of return, most of the people prefer to get paid out in the native cell tokens, and that has created a big demand for the token. So if I look at a 1 year chart for their tokens price, I can see that it was less than 5 cents a year back, and now it is close to $1.50. So this has already done about more than 50x, which shows that the coin is growing steadily in demand. And as you can see, since early September, there has been a sudden spike increase in demand for this token. And at the same time, if I compare it with its closest competitor, Nexo, I can see that over the last year, it has been more or less stagnant. It keeps fluctuating between the 15 cents band. It goes up a bit over 20 cents at times, and it falls and finds support around 10 cents. But since the last 1 year, there has been no movement over or below this range. So let's see if Nexo and BlockFi are able to come up with something uh, which can help them compete with Celsius. But looking at the current features which all of them are offering, I think Celsius is going to get a clear advantage over Nexo and BlockFi. If you've still not tried Celsius and you would like to uh, experience how the platform is, and you would like to store some of your unused crypto in this platform, then feel free to use my referral link, which I'll include in the comment section. Thank you.